Hi kiddos, it's Miss Derenberg here, and we're getting near Easter, so we're going to do a Easter bunny. So what you're going to need for the Easter bunny is you'll need 2 paper plates, a pile of cotton balls, a glue stick, some scissors, and something to write with or color with. And if you have any construction paper, you could get some construction paper, pink or another color, to make the inside of the ears and the nose. So go ahead and collect your supplies and I'll meet you right back here. Okay, so one paper plate is going to be for the head of your rabbit, and the other one we're going to cut into 3 pieces to make the ears and a bow. And I just want to say, give a shout out to my mom. This decoration was inspired by my mom's Easter bunny cake. So this is something she used to make a cake out of, using 2 round pans and then doing the same thing we're doing, only with frosting and candy to make the face, and then she would sprinkle coconut on it for the fur. So shout out to Mom. Okay, so set aside your 1 paper plate, and you're going to make 2 curved lines on the outside of your paper plate, and that's going to be the ear shapes, and then the inside that's left is going to become the bow. So I want to make 2 curved lines going in and then coming back out again. We're making the bunny ear shapes like that. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, like that. Okay, and we're going to cut that out. And you can change the way you cut it. I think I'm going to make it a little more of an arch. And this is going to be the back, so it's okay if the line shows. You can even do this. You could fit it right in and cut along the edge, and then they'd be perfectly symmetrical. Yay! And then we have our little bow. So we'll set the bow aside. We're going to flip those over, and this is where you can use your pink paper to create another kind of shape, the same kind of shape in your construction paper or pink paper, whatever you have. And if you don't have pink paper, you could draw the shape inside and color it in with a pink marker or crayon. So it's a curve, and then a curve going the opposite way, and a curve, and a curve going the opposite way. And then we're going to make a little triangle for the nose. So I'm going to make a straight line, and then I'm going to make that a triangle. Okay, cut those out. You can leave the black outline on your cutout. You could cut it away. You could also flip your paper over so that no black lines show. So you got some options there. I think I'm going to leave my outline on today. All right, done with those things. Now we're going to glue those into the middle of the ear. Remember to put your glue on the outside of your shape so that it sticks nice and flat. No flippy floppies. Put that right in the middle. Rub it down. Put your glue on your shape that you're gluing down instead of on the place you're putting it. That way your glue goes exactly where you want it and nowhere else. All right, ears done. Now I'm going to get my other paper plate and I'm going to start making the face. So I'm going to glue my nose on right in the middle. Of the bunny face. And I'm using the rounded side of the plate for this. Doesn't really matter. That's just what I'm doing. And then I'm going to draw the eyes. You can make any eyes you want. I'm going to make some sort of cartoony eyes by making a big, like an upside down U on each side. That. I'm going to make a curved line like that. Repeat that curve. And then I'm going to make a circle inside for the highlight, or it's actually an oval, isn't it? And I'm going to color that in. Now, there is something to take note about the plates. These are wax coated so that they don't leak when you're actually using them for eating. And so the inside has got a shiny surface, so it might not work so great with markers. The back side is just plain paper, so the marker can soak in really good. I think it'll work on the other side too. Just something to consider. So I've got our cartoony eyes, and I'm going to make 2 J's to make the bunny mouth. That. And then bunnies have little teeth that sort of stick out, so I'm making a little rectangle shape there and a line up. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to attach the ears to the head, and I'm going to use a stapler for that. So I'm going to sort of tuck them behind there. Put my stapler in. Give it a ka-chunk. I stapler in and give it a ka-chunk. It's a little wobbly. This one moves. You could make it a movable ear too. Okay, so now we're going to put the cotton balls on. Cotton balls are probably something you have laying around the house. And they're actually little rolls. So if you want to save your cotton and just sort of spread it out, you can kind of pull on it a little bit until you find where the end is, and then you can unroll it. Let's see if I can find that. You could also just pull it apart. This one doesn't really want to unroll. I can see that it's in a roll, but it's being stubborn. So another thing you could do is just stretch it out and pull it apart. That way you don't have to use so much cotton. If you don't have a lot, or you want to save it for other things, you can pull it apart and stretch it apart. Let's see if I can find this, the beginning in this one. There we go. Okay. This is good for, there you go. And then you have kind of like a strip, and you can sort of lay it on there in a nice quick way. Either way, you could also just put a bunch of cotton balls all over it. Mom and Dad say it's okay to use all the cotton balls on your rabbit. Go right ahead. Now, really important tip, we don't want to put the cotton balls on our glue stick because it makes it all fuzzy and sticky, and then it doesn't work very well. So we want to make sure we're applying the glue to the paper plate, and you want to be liberal with that. So that means you're going to put a nice coating on. And you really just want to do a little area at a time so your glue stick doesn't dry up and you have to do it again. So I'm just going to do one side of the ear. I'm going to sit down for this. And the purple glue will dry clear. So if it shows through a little purple right now, that's going to fade away after a while. Just kind of press it in. If you get sticky fingers, just take a break, wash your hands. It's always good to wash your hands frequently, especially these days. And we can move on to the next area. Just kind of positioning my cotton in the shape that I want it to go in. And I think this is the perfect amount to fit right in there. No sticky fingers yet. Things are going good so far. How are you doing? There we go. One ear's done. I think I'll go ahead and unroll a little bit of this. Get that ready on the side. Oh, this one's unrolling. It's cooperating. Look at that. Ooh, yeah, that's a good piece. Fuzzy sticking out the top. That's so cute. I've been seeing a lot of bunnies in the yard these days. I saw one in the alley yesterday when I was taking my walk. I saw a little bunny hopping down the alley. So they're out. They're out and about. Stretch that out a little bit. It's skinnier on this side. There we go. Press it down. Clean hands still. Doing great. This will take some time, obviously. It's a big space, right? So I'm going to go around the eyes and face and then work my way out towards the center. Remember, just do a little area at a time so your glue doesn't dry up, and then go on to the next area. Something there. Yeah, do the right around the face. And if your bunny caves in while you're pressing the glue down, it's okay, it'll pop right back up again. Pop! Alright, so I'm going to tear little pieces so that they fit in there. Good. I'm trying to keep my fingertips on the cotton. That's a good spot right between the eyes. Push that down gently and go over here. Okay. Where's the beginning? I don't know. Oh, there's some. Okay. It's like cotton candy, pulling cotton candy. Guess that's why they call it cotton candy. All right. Use a little around the eye there. It's still gluey. Just take a little bit. Cover that up. Okay. All right. Okay, keep going. It can get a little tricky when you're putting glue, so if you want to just sort of hold your cotton out of the way, that could help. I'm going to do this part. Unrolling it. Alrighty, this will be easy. It's like a bunny beard. Having that purple glue is handy. I can see right where I need to put it. It's kind of showing through there, but that'll dry clear. Okay, so we're gonna do the side. Remember, if you have to get up at any point, you can always pause the video. Work on this on your own time. I'm doing it in real time. But you might need a little more. I hope you're doing it with me though, since we can't be together. Patch it up a little bit there. All right, rounding around to the last edge there. Get it real goopy. How many cotton balls have I used so far? 3 or 4 maybe? Gently tap, 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 tap it down. I make the bunny cake every year for Easter as well. Well, maybe not every year, but most years I do. And I've made it with chocolate frosting before, and I've made it with colorful frosting and sprinkles, and I've used jelly beans for the eyes, and I've used Twizzlers to make the whiskers. Maybe if you're a good little bunny, you can get a bunny cake for Easter too. Maybe I should do a YouTube video for that. Okay, bunny's fuzzy. I got a fuzzy bunny now. I'm gonna just sort it out, make sure I got the fur everywhere I want it. Looks good. That purple will go away. So I am done with my glue stick now. And the next thing we're going to do is decorate the bow tie. So this is a free space. You can make your bow tie any way you want. And as a matter of fact, you could make it a bow tie like this, or you could put it up here. You could put it here. So use your imagination and create whatever kind of bow tie you want. I'm going to start with the bow itself. I'm going to use my marker. And I'm going to create two sort of parenthesis shapes on the side. And these are like the little wrinkles. You don't have to add these. You can if you want to. And I did a rainbow on my example bunny, so I think I'll do something else for this bunny. Maybe, how about some polka dots? Oh, this is the shiny side of the plate too that I was talking about earlier, and the markers work totally fine. You could flip it over, do it that way, but then the marks would show. I'm going to do polka dots. Polka dots remind me of springtime. Those bumps in the plate can be tricky, but if you just poke your marker down into them, you can color it in pretty well. There's a little one that's going off the edge. Whoa. You see? Yellow. All right, happy